And hey, welcome Davo. This is round 7 Q1 PUKEKOHE Park Raceway ASRNZ V8 Supercars. How are you, pal?
Yeah, not too bad, gentlemen. The weather's cooled down a bit here in Brisbane land, so it's a little bit more comfortable setting tonight, and looking forward to this race, this qualifying, back at PUKEKOHE, back in the hometown, eh?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, so fair few Kiwis in the series. We've got a fair few of our Australian cousins in here as well, but yeah, no, pretty sure all of these guys will enjoy running down here on this track. Plenty of practice done during the week, so that's pretty cool. These guys looking like they're ready for it.
Yeah, times are looking good. Times are looking good, and very technical circuit, bumpy as hell. Going to be a good watch. It looks like Jeffro on my screen leading the pack out. And
yeah, so I think this will be as per championship order that these guys are running. So we'll get a better idea once they come across the line. Just sort of scrolling through, picked up on us there. Farmer in the 97 car back this week. Good to see Farmer here.
Yes, definitely.
We have got a couple of apologies for tonight. So we have got Anthony Chesner's a bit under the weather, so apologies for Anthony. Looks like, I think, did the boys say Ross Macca wasn't here? Or Dave Smith? Yeah, so Mumsy, Anthony Chesner. I see Rob's there, so it's cool. Rob's made it to this round.
Yeah, so there's a couple of guys out with either, proper real life stuff that's taking up their time, or connection dramas. So,
hey, good to see Crossy back. See Steve Croston back in the hot seat for the first time, and wow, since maybe round one. I'm not sure. He was in the comms box round one. So this is a bit of a
It is
a celebrity drive for Crossy, famous Crossy.
Famous Crossy, back in the seat, can't miss him. Bright red car is it tonight for Crossy?
Yeah, lacking a bit of sponsorship, you'll have to sort that out.
Oh, I just thought that was a warning signal for all the other boys that knew what they were doing to
yeah. He's a traffic light.
That's it. But, no, well done. Good to see him back in the seat, and yeah, good track. Good track. You'll like this place.
Yeah, so Josh posting a 4-1 first up. Josh is carrying a bit of balance of performance this week. I don't think it's as much as maybe we saw last week, but it's enough to probably, make it work a bit harder.
Make a little bit of a difference, yeah.
Yep. Jeff's just gone to the top on a 4.051, so he's just put Josh there, only by 81 1,000. So there's not a lot in that. And Aztec. We were offline earlier, Davo, just mentioning that we saw that Nissan of Aztecs had a fair bit of pace in the unofficial practice, the official practice leading into this, which we obviously don't stream, but we saw he was...
But we were watching intently.
We were trying to get a feel on what these guys are going to show us tonight, and it's been a bit of a John McDonald, Jeff Burst show at times, so
it has.
We'll see if anyone else has got any sponsorship money for the comms crew to do a bit of broadcasting. They're still on here. So B-Dog goes P2.
Bam. Straight
P2.
up.
Wow.
Out of the blue.
That is impressive.
No, that's a mover and shaker.
Yeah, Jeffro goes into the threes. First three we've seen tonight. On a 3.995, that'll take some beating.
Yeah, I've seen B-Dog hunting up the top end of the pack lately. I wonder where that came from. He's done well there.
Yeah, 100%. That's a solid lap.
Yeah, it is a solid lap. I was going to say earlier there, and now I see Jeffro's actually bettered his time. His lap previous was pretty much his practice time before, and I knew there was going to be something coming, and there you go, he's really dipped into the threes there, so...
Wow. Just looking at the one car there, John McDonald, he's just ranging up on the outside of, I think that's Rob. It is. So this is a outlet for John. JB on an outlet, 3 minutes 14 to go. He's still going to get a couple of runs, and he lets the Nissan and Rob go.
He has let that. I'm surprised he's done that, to be honest. I thought, no, that was Aztec that he's let go.
Sorry, it was.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was.
He's going to slip past Racing Mule here, and just hope he's. Oh, Racing Mule's coming for a practice pit stop. It's hard to get a good attack on the first corner here because it's just such a long, undulating, bumpy as hell corner.
It is.
It's hard to really make up any ground at all in that first start-finish straight. So
yep. John misses the apex at 2 there, Dave.
He did. I see that.
He's 2.5 tenths down right now. I just pick up on Aztec, and he's very, very close to matching the time he did. We've just seen Farmer shift up the order into P5 on a 104.3, I think it was. So that's a great lap by Farmer.
Look, and personally, to be honest, I thought Farmer would have been higher up in the order than that. He knows this circuit well, and usually can get a handle on something as unsteady as these things. So
yeah, I don't think we'll see any improvement this lap out of Nick McIndoe. Nick shown great form all series. We're just past the halfway point. To our viewers, welcome to our viewers tonight too. Mention that thank you for your support, thank you for your comments. Hit the buttons, subscribe, like, drop us a comment. We are at round 7 of 11. 10 rounds go in the way of the points championship, as these drivers do get to drop their worst round. You can go to assettosimracing.co.nz to follow up more of those details on this championship if you would like to read more or get more involved. Yeah, so on Nick McIndoe, Davo, he has really performed really well this series.
Yeah, solid performer, without a doubt.
And he has he's put it up into 4th place.
Shows it again there with nice tidy position there. See that's second row, so he's around here.
Yes.
It's going to count.
And Jeff just shifting the margin just a little bit more there, Davo. He went to a 103.925, so just ever so slightly. Josh
we see Josh come through the last minute here.
Just here's Josh.
And he's
up. He's got a 10th on it. He will go close. He does. 5. What is that margin? 5 1,000ths quicker.
Not a lot. That is so close.
Who have we got? Farmer in P6, and he's currently going green. He's currently looking good through turns 2, 3.
That top 10, those numbers are so close.
I mean, half a second out to 9th.
Yeah.
And that's all she wrote, unless somebody's got something for Joshy, which I don't think they have. We might see another pole here for Josh Vertiger. Oh, John's up. He just shifts up ahead of Farmer.
And look, did I mention that I thought Farmer should have been a little bit higher on the leaderboard than he was?
Yes.
And bam, he's popped himself into the... Yep. There you go.
So congratulations there, provisionally. That's a pole to Josh, but for me, if that's a straight up hot lap for B-Dog, punching that number, that's impressive.
That has got to be the move in the show car.
Yep.
Right there.
Absolutely.
Well done from B-Dog. Didn't see that one coming at all. He's obviously just dialed the car in perfectly for here, which, mate, what a track to dial a car in for.
100%.
Tricky stuff.
That's
done well. Done real well. So, and look, don't take anything away from Nick and Stephen, who are right behind him there too, in 4th and 5th. JB normally a little bit further up the ladder there a little bit, but yeah, obviously not, just didn't get a good lap or didn't really hook up so well. So yeah, interesting start.
Very impressed with that.
Plenty of talent.
Absolutely. Yeah, some really good sectors there. I mean, he's only just off, B-Dog is only just off in the first sector, a couple of tenths in it. He's got magenta in the second sector, so he owns that. And then, I mean, I can't see the other sectors for the other boys there, but he's certainly there or thereabouts looking at the other stuff that we're looking at, you know, 22.7, 22.6. He's so close. So we've just got a little countdown, guys, and we'll go to the grid, and we'll pick up on our front row, which will be Josh Vediger and Jeff Burse. Well done to those guys.
Well done, and particularly Josh is carrying a 20% balance of performance penalty there, so he's done well. I would expect it from him. he's damn quick. But yeah, good close times from all the boys down to top 10. So yeah,
wow. Yes, so like we said, slightly smaller field. We got some absentees tonight, so yeah, hopefully those guys who are Crook get well soon, and the other guys that have got other commitments, we'll look forward to seeing you guys back next week. And hopefully you do find time to jump in and watch the stream at least. That'll be cool. Chuck a comment in if you are, and we might be able to see that halfway through.
This is going to be an awesome start. Tricky stuff down into 2 there, the 2, 3, 4 complex. It's going to be interesting.
We've got some lights up, Davo.
Lights are up. Round 7. PUKEKOHE.
Expect Jeff to be really good off the line here with Josh.
Watch this.
He's got the inside line. Gets the better run on the outside. B-Dog to the grass, which makes me think that volley lap wasn't legit. Might have had a cut in it.
Yep.
So the boys get away to a very good start. Jeff right on the back of Josh.
A lot of side-by-side stuff.
2 wide stuff down there.
Fifth back, and it's sort of focused in on JB there at the start, and he's pulling it off. He's
defensive.
He's got the run. He's got these 2 guys bunched behind him, Stephen and Aztec, and he wants to hold his position here.
Oh, I tell you what, that was very close for Steve O'Melling and Aztec there.
Yeah, they're very closely bunched there. Josh off in front with Jeffro and Nick close behind, but the battle's definitely here in these first, 5 or 6 cars.
Yeah, definitely got my eyes on Aztec at the moment with John McDonald just in front of him, and then just looking back at the 97 Van Gisbergen car of Steve Wilton Farmer. He's really putting some pressure on the back end of Steve-O there.
Yeah, and not far behind him there, Kenny's just taken a position from Ashley on the inside into turn 1 and 2, which is
well spotted, Davo.
not a bad move. So turn 1 round here is pretty scary. It's a pretty bumpy road.
There's only half a second between Josh and Jeff, and Nick is about the same back again, but he, on track it actually looks very close.
Nice tidy couple of laps, boys. everyone's sort of finding their space really quickly, which is critical around here. It's not a track to be side by side on.
Wow, that was a cool shot. I was just watching them all going through the hairpin there, and yeah, there's 4-5 plays a 4-5 plays a 4-8. That's the first top three's times across the line there. So there's nothing in the times. Jeff's mirroring Josh at the moment. We saw an uncharacteristic mistake from Josh with balance of performance in race 2 last week, a spin at Albert Park, of which we, as we know, based on what we saw, he did recover and he did still win that race. So
yeah,
Jeff needs to stay on him. It's only a 20-minute plus 1 lap race. He doesn't want to let Josh get too far ahead because otherwise it'll be all she wrote.
No, and that's it. You got to put it back in perspective. Like you say, it's a 20-minute race. It's a sprint race. The boys go hard the whole time, and just you want to stay out of trouble. You don't have a lot of time to work with. So
yeah, 100%.
just have a quick look at Farmer putting pressure on Stephen here. Farmer's definitely found his feet since practice and then qualifying, and just be interesting to see how Stephen's tyres warm. Oh, he's gone a bit wide there.
Yeah, he's pushing pretty
Maybe
hard.
pushed a bit too hard there.
Gosh, he's got that gap out to just over a second on Jeff now, so we spoke about that, Jeff not letting him get away, so he might not be able to argue that one too much, and Jeff actually having a big lock up into turn 4.
Easily done here with the bumps and the undulations in the track. Really easy to just get that little pinch on the brakes, particularly the fronts, and then you're in deep, and you know it's a catch-up game from there. And I noticed that Ashley's actually ducked past Kenny in the last lap and a half, and he's actually making some ground. Kenny's got Steve Crossland right behind him with the Milwaukee car, not too far behind, so these boys are playing for keeps out the back here as well. So
but it looks to me at the minute Battle Pack does very much look like Farmer and Devo.
Yeah.
He's on him.
Stephen, Farmer's definitely got the eyes on. He didn't show it in practice. He just wasn't getting a clean lap. But
and Kenny's just dropped a couple more spots too, Davo.
He's come out firing. Yeah, well, he'd just be coming out of that turn 2, 3, 4 complex, and if you make a mistake back there.
Oh, Crossy's looped it up on his own coming out of 5.
Oh, I see that. He's backwards. If you could just keep it out of the way there for the boys.
Yeah, well done. Good restart there. So,
probably just picking the saddle up a little early on the inside little strip there, and there we go. Farmer's run wide badly out of the final turn there, and
let the pressure off, Stevo.
It's definitely let the pressure off. I wonder if that car's working properly now. He looked like he pushed hard into turn 1, and even there, he did touch the wall on the outside left.
Pick up there, Davo, on who's ranging on the back of this. Ashley might be the benefactor of this battle.
It is Ashley, yes. Obviously the little swapping of positions with Kenny earlier was just formality for Ash, because he's just sort of got back past Kenny and just pretty well hasn't looked back, and has been ranging up on these 2 boys which have been battling. So he's typical Ashley. He's got the head down, and you know, quite often like this he's sitting out on his own in that sort of little bit of space, and being able to watch his times and race a pretty clean race, really.
know, just over that 1.5 second mark up the road to Josh. Doing his usual thing. I mean, man, I'd like to look back and see how many podiums Nick's had this season, Dave. I feel like he's on the podium every round.
Unless he's here in the commentary box with us.
Yeah.
It's pretty well like, it's been like that. I mean, it's interesting to us when he's not up the pointy end, and we analyse it and try and understand, you know, whether the other boys have just got their cars set up better, or he's, you know, struggling with his own setup. But again, just a force to be reckoned with. You know, he's so focused with it. You know, the laps are there, the practice times are there, and once again, although these boys aren't too far behind him, when you look at that J-Man, he's like they're in touch. It only takes a small mistake, and
tiny.
Jeffro and Nick are all over it. So and JB, it's not too far behind. And JB's done well. He was back a little bit from that on the grid at the start of the race. So he's definitely sort of resumed his position where he would normally be. He's usually up here with these guys. So. He knew he had it in the car or himself, and you know he's back up there quickly. And interesting to see Aztecs hovering not too far behind as well. And it'll just be interesting to have a look back, and I'll just have a bit of a click back here and have a look at Stephen and Farmer. That is Farmer. Farmer stayed in touch. He got a fairly hefty rub on the wall back there, and he still seems to be managing that car pretty well. I think Stephen's got his measure and has probably got the confidence after watching Farmer have a fairly hefty graze on the wall, and thinks he's got the...
Well, how about we find out from the horse's mouth? How about we drag him down here and you see how he's trucking on?
Okay.
Farmer, okay. Steve, we've caught him at a bad time.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Other than that, mate, up to that point there, you were going really, really well. A couple little rubs on the wall, but certainly looked like you were just biding your time behind Steve-O.
Oh, yeah, I was, mate. Yeah, I was enjoying that. I thought it was going to happen eventually.
Yeah, mate, just watch those rears. They'll be nice and hot now, but looks like you've slipped back to 11th position just behind ASRNZ, mate. So just let those rears come back to temp and press on, mate. You were going really well. You got some good car speed.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Yeah. No, it's all looking good. Yeah, just a little bit of lax of concentration there.
God, that's one of those real awkward moments for us, mate. We
Okay,
just came on when you had the spinner. Hopefully it wasn't us, mate. But hey, we'll let you press on, mate, and we might think twice about grabbing you down channel again.
Got boys, thanks, mate.
Right.
Okay,
Well done, Farmer.
Yeah, mate.
Hello.
We've got some passing to do now, mate.
Yeah, get into
It's
it.
all good, mate.
We're watching.
Yeah, we're watching.
Okay, thanks, mate.
Yeah, mate. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Damn it. Sorry, Farmer.
So,
If you're watching this later, pal, I'm pretty sure you were already on your way to a spin when I grabbed you. Oh, dear. Alright, so moving on. So Stephen's found himself
with a bit of space.
with a bit of space. I'll be interested
Yeah.
to see with 9 minutes to go. We're only effectively at the halfway point now because we've got a plus a lap at the end of time. So still plenty of time.
There is plenty of time, and yeah, all the boys driving a really solid race. We've only seen a couple of guys turn around, unfortunately, for one reason or another. You know, definitely settled in. Everybody's sort of found their position on track. The guys up the pointy end still just cutting, you know, absurd lap times for
Crazy quick lap.
for this time in the race. And
I can tell you now, the red mist, the Farmer must be working because he's up on the Delta. He's posting quicker sectors at the moment. He's just ranged up on the back of ASRNZ, so he'll even if he can get this, Kenny's not that far up the road from here.
oh, well, just look at Stephen Melly. Rangers up on the back of B-Dog. B-Dog has a lock into the hairpin, and
Who's that?
Stephen Melling is in 6th now.
He is.
Was B-Dog? What was B-Dog?
He must be. He's a lap down, matey.
He's a back. Oh, what happened there? Did you see what happened there?
With B-Dog?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see what happened there. Did he ever spin at the hairpin?
I did not see that. Just back there he did, but I didn't realise he was a lap down before that.
Yeah, so he had to roll out of it at the start, and it looked like there was maybe a breach of qualification cut or something that he wasn't, I think, supposed to be in. Oh, Stevens had a lose. Oh, he saved it. That was so close to going around.
What a catch.
Brilliant bit of car control from Steve Melling.
Unbelievable. Just how smooth was that? There was not even a little bit of a return flick after the opposite lock.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Beautiful.
Hey? Mad Mike Whitted, just look out.
John
McDonald
now just starting to range up onto the back of Nick McIndoe. This might get a bit exciting towards the back end of the race, because I know John was suffering from some CPU issues leading into the official practice tonight, so hopefully he's got that under control.
These boys look well settled in. I mean, clearly they just want to get down there and get that other position, but they all know as soon as they get close to each other and start to battle for position, they're losing time, so it's...
Yeah, look your camera back, Davo, on Farmer. It's all happening down here.
Well, we always love it when it's all happening with Farmer. Farmer, oh my, just in between the retro bloody
Monaro paint job.
Yeah. Isn't that an awesome paint job? And Kenny just getting amongst it with the boys. All these guys really know their shit.
That's Farmer into the top 10 again, so he'll be happy about that. He'll be still ruin the mistake, but
well deserved.
He's got
we'll
some.
Have to buy him a beer after this one.
Absolutely, so. he's got yeah, I think we owe him. He's got the eyes on Ken. He hasn't got the lights on, but
no, I think he probably thinks he's got Ken's measure. Kenny very respectful. Like if Farmer gets anywhere up beside him, I think you'll see Kenny yield. And I think Farmer's got the drive to poke the nose up inside here.
I want to grab Kenny here. Hopefully we don't hex him.
Can we just...
Kenny, hold him off, Ken. You're with the race control crew, race comms crew at the moment, mate. Hold him off, Ken. You've got this, pal.
Yeah, I'm trying. I've made a lot of mistakes.
That's all right, mate. You just you're doing a great job, and we're on board with you at the moment, pal. You just keep doing what you're doing. You got that 17 car up in the 9th position, so good top 10 showing at the moment, Kenny. So
yeah, not too many laps to go.
So. 4.5 minutes plus a lap, Ken. You got a hard charging 888 car behind you, mate. But we reckon
who's that?
It's Farmer.
Oh. Right.
He's in the Gisbergen car, so
down, mate.
He's looking for a run down into 1, mate, but you got that.
Oh, he's nearly got me. Oh, hang on.
Oh, beautiful car control, Ken.
Well, he might have me here, I think.
Oh, nice and close, mate. Hey, look, you enjoy it, mate. He's looking like he's going to have a go down here, so you fight him back, and we'll talk to you at the end of the race.
Oh, yeah, he's got me. I'll have to do a underarm here or something.
Over under, mate. Over under.
Whatever it takes, Kenny. There it is.
Here we go. Oh.
Oh, nice, Ken. Beautiful, mate.
Really? Oh, oops.
Sideways there, Ken. Hey, it's not. Hey, you're not at the speedway now.
No, I'm going to stop.
It's not over. It's not over yet.
Hey, look, Ken, we're going to leave you to it, mate, because
Kenny.
you got your hands full, Val. But cheers for talking to us.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
See you, mate.
Wow. You have it. Farmer makes another position. And we had Ken Simpson on board then. That was cool.
Ken Simo Simpson just
cool as a kiwi.
Like cool as a cucumber. Hey, and he's still Look, as soon as he sees a bit of smoke from Farmer's car, he just like pounces.
He wants that
Like,
position back, mate.
he does want that position back.
Hey, so just looking further up the road, mate. Obviously, Aaron's still in this as well. Don't forget about Aaron E and the Retro Monaro inspired paint job on that. There'd be
No, doing an
Commodore.
awesome job watching that all unfold in front of him.
Yep. Further up the road, still got pretty much everything there. Line astern.
It is still line astern, all the way back to Aztec, Stephen.
There's a lap car in between John McDonald
Aztec. And Aztec. It's Racing Mule.
Beats on their own. Farmer's just stretching there a little bit away from Ken at the moment.
Yep.
Aaron's not giving up on Ken though.
No, Aaron's definitely not giving up on Ken, and I'd say Kenny's tyres are probably a little bit up in the temperature compared to Aaron's after just watching the the last little wrestling match. So I think he probably thinks he's got a little bit of an advantage. So just stay in touch there, Aaron. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah. So Nick McIndoe in the wall, off the side at, I believe it's possibly the final turn, Davo. And he's back in the pits.
Oh, really?
So we've had a big failure there of some sort.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We missed that.
We did miss that. He is in the pits. And we have got Owen, the industrial athlete car, parked up against the wall out of turn 3.
Interesting.
And with all that, I almost feel like Stephen's just made a little margin there on Aztec. Josh has definitely kept his head down. I'll just give a little bit of camera time to the Summit sponsored Dunlop Percat Commodore of Josh Verga, because he is 4 and a bit seconds out the front of Jeff Burst, who is holding down second from third, which is John McDonald. Aztec is holding down a solid 4th, and Steve Mellingham 5th. That's your top 5. All the guys seem to be slipping back into the high 4s, low 5s now, so tyres a factor with 10 seconds to go plus a lap. So this will be the last lap. Board will come up on this next lap, so it won't be 2 to go, there'll be only 1 to go after this lap.
Yeah, good solid performance from Aztec there actually.
Yeah, brilliant. He's still got his sights on JB. He can't let up either because Stevo's still there.
Yeah, Steve-O's right there, and Mr. Consistency, mate. Gotta watch that.
Just looking down. The Farmer, Kenny, Aaron, that's all sort of stretched out a little bit. Oh, that's a shame for Nick McIndoe. I'm not sure what happened there, but
Nick and there was another incident maybe a little bit after it with Aaron, you say, so Aaron and Nick, but Nick's obviously retired to the pits. That's unfortunate.
yeah, it could have been terminal damage. He has left the server. It's something we haven't seen very much of this season. I mean, certainly Nick is he's a solid finisher. I think even back in the early stages there at Circuit of the Americas when he had a couple of blues, but he still pressed on and got it finished. So hopefully there's nothing too serious.
Oh, absolutely, and it's tough when you like have once any sort of failure, whether a car or computer or connection failure, and it forces you to have to leave. It's always unfortunate.
Well done to Josh, and then second
Well
place
done.
Jeff, John McDonald coming across the finish line, followed by Aztec, followed by Steve Melling, solid 5th, Ash Vertiger, comes in a strong 6th place. That's a good effort. And for me, Racing Mule coming through here, but he is a lap down. The Milwaukee entry of Pete Apsey there coming through. That's a solid effort.
Yes.
7th position.
And what is it? Farmer, Kenny,
Farmer. Yep.
Aaron.
Yep.
And then Steve Crossland. Well done, Steve.
Good recovery. Way to go for Rossi to keep battling on. They're coming home for a 12th place. The monster car. Very good.
What a great race.
Yep. So rounding out the top numbers after Bear was Jake, 13th, Racing Mule 14th, Owen was 15th, Rob was 16th, B-Dog 17th, and we had a retirement which was Nick Macindo. So yeah, a great opening sprint race at PUKEKOHE Park Raceway for the ASRNZ guys. Davo, we'll take a short break and we'll be back shortly.
We shall.